Welcome to another Hallelujah Sunday night. It's a beautiful Sunday night in the capital city. My name is CRISHAYAH'EL, and tonight's message is going to be called Remember Elohim. Remember your Creator. And we're going to remember our Creator on this Hallelujah Sunday night. The heavens declare the glory of Elohim El Shaddai, and the earth shows the mighty work of his hands. Day after day they pour out their speech, and night after night they communicate knowledge. There is no speech, there are no words where their voice is not heard. And their message has gone out over all the earth, and their words to the ends of the earth. In the heavens he has pitched a tent for the sun, and it is like a groom coming from the bridal chamber. It rejoices like an athlete running a course, and it rises from one end of the Shamayim, the heavens, and it circles to the other end of the Shamayim, the heavens, and nothing is hidden from its heat. For the instructions of Adonai Yahuwah, Elohim is perfect, renewing your life. And the testimony of Adonai Yahuwah Elohim is trustworthy, making those who are wet behind the ears, inexperienced, wise. The precepts of Adonai Yahuwah are right, making the heart glad. The command of Adonai Yahuwah is radiant, making my eyes light up. The fear of Adonai Yahuwah is pure, enduring forever. The ordinances of Adonai Yahuwah are reliable, dependable, and altogether righteous. They are more desirable than gold, and more than the abundance of pure gold, and sweeter than honey that comes from honeycomb. In addition, your servant is warned by them, and there is great reward in keeping them. Who preserves his unintentional sins? Cleanse me from my hidden faults. Moreover, keep your servant from willful disobedience, and do not let them rule over me. Then I will be what? I will be innocent. Cleanse me from blatant rebellion. Let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in your sight, Abba Yahuwah, my strength and my redeemer. So here's the deal. It took a mighty hand. It took an outstretched arm. It took supernatural muscles to create the universe, the Shamayim. That's what it took. And our job is to remember our Creator on this beautiful Sabbath day. He deserves a round of applause on this Sunday night in the capital city. I was celebrating Yahuwah on Saturday, but I also celebrate him on Sunday also. And if anybody deserves a standing ovation, a round of applause, it is our Creator. Mishpaka, our job is to feed our soul and feed our spirit. Our job is to train, take our vitamins and say our prayers. What does it mean to train? Train means you exercise your faith. Train means you exercise your spiritual muscles. What does it mean to take your vitamins? It means living by every word that travels from Yahuwah's mouth. And what does it mean to say your prayers? It means to meditate on his word. Just like it says in Psalms chapter 19, let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in your sight. Adonai Yahuwah, my strength and my redeemer. See, if we can acknowledge our favorite NBA players, our favorite NFL players, if we can acknowledge our favorite WWE superstars, then I promise you we can acknowledge the one who gives us breath, air, and oxygen on a regular basis. See, the Torah, the Ark of the Covenant, the Tree of Life gospel will never go out of style. Tell the White House, tell the Vatican, tell Buckingham Palace that the house of Yasharel, that Yahumanity, we will never go out of style. For your word, Heavenly Father, endures forever. As it says in Isaiah 55, the grass withers, the flowers fade, but the word of our El Shaddai, our Elohim, will endure forever. You are a creative genius, Heavenly Father. And because you are a creative genius, you know how to build and design a universe. You know how to build and design the Milky Way galaxy and the solar system. You didn't need any help from a fallen angel. You didn't need any help from the gods of Mardi Gras. You did it all by yourself. That's why I don't understand. Why do people think that the fallen angels have a rivalry with the Most High? There is no rivalry. As it says in the book of Isaiah, chapter 46, he asked Isaiah a question. He said, Isaiah, who will you compare to me? Or who is my equal? Or who will you measure me with so that we may be like each other? The same question that he's asking Isaiah, that's the same question that he's asking America on this Hallelujah Sunday night. Who will you compare me to? Are you going to compare me to the gods of Mardi Gras? Are you going to compare me to a fallen angel, the anointed cherub that is written about in Ezekiel chapter 28? Are you going to compare me to the man in the Oval Office? He said, who will you compare to me? Or who is my equal? Yahuwah is immortal and no one is equal to him, not even the fallen angels. Do you understand that? Do you understand that the fallen angels are not equal? It says the heavens, the Shamayim, declare the glory of Elohim, El Shaddai, and the earth shows the mighty works of his hands. Mighty are the work of your hands, Heavenly Father. It took a mighty hand. It took an outstretched arm to create Yahumanity. It took a mighty hand, an outstretched arm, to create the house of Yasharel. You built, you designed, and you created the house of Yasharel. And therefore, Heavenly Father, you said that the gates of hell will not prevail against your covenant people. The restoration of Yasharel, the awakening, is upon us. Prophecy is being fulfilled on a daily basis. We see the wildfires, the floods. We see state of emergency being declared all over America. And guess what? Nobody can explain why these things are happening on the earth. The scientists, they say it's climate change. Well, guess what? The house of Yasharel, we know that it's not climate change, because we know that the heavens declare the glory of El Shaddai, Elohim, and the earth shows the mighty work of his hands. The thunderstorm, the earthquake, the wildfires, they show forth the work of his hands. For those who say Sky Daddy God this and Sky Daddy God that, trying to mock the self-existent one, let me tell you something. Elohim, El Shaddai, Ahayah is not mocked. Whatever a man, whatever a woman sow, that will they also reap. So with that being said, this is the Hallelujah Network. This is Yahushua Academy, the School of Royalty. Yahuwah University, the College of my salvation, then, now, and forever. Yasharel, our job is to train, take our vitamins, and say our prayers. Here I am, Abba Yah, signed, sealed, delivered. I'm yours. Here I am, Abba Yah, my past, my present, and my future is in your hands. Meet me at the foot of Mount Sinai. Come feel the fire of El Shaddai. Meet me at the foot of Mount Sinai. Bow down and worship El Shaddai. Shalom.